we were there most of the time.
Panama became a second home. Scenic views, friends, photos show life in a different country for Anthony and Deb Velleman.
It was my wife and our dream to live there. And obviously, it's not ours anymore. It's mine, and that's not my dream. It's a nightmare.
A nightmare since his wife and their friend Sue Bories died in a plane crash nearly 5 months ago.
What put you in that plane that day?
That day, January 3rd, the Vellemans and their friends were returning from a New Year's getaway, a short flight from Contadora Island.
I was sitting in the front of the plane. Melissa, another one of our friends, was sitting in the back, and Sue and Deb were sitting in the middle seats. No doors in the middle seats. We're probably 2/3 of the way there, and I felt a vibration. I said, "What's that?"
He says it got worse, describing engine trouble, loss of altitude, and a mayday call.
All of a sudden, there was a bang. Now, I'm sitting on the right side of the plane. I can see straight ahead a piston, literally a piston, got thrown out of the engine cylinder, just bam, came flying out the side of the plane. And this is why I wish I didn't remember all this, because that's when I should have said, at the time I didn't even think of it, I should have turned to the women and told them to brace. I didn't brace. I remember looking, we're a little under 300 feet, and it's imminent. Then I'm out. I remember a bang, I mean, like an impact, but not clearly. There were 3 survivors, the pilot, myself, and Melissa. Sue and Deb didn't make it.
The plane went down off the coast of Panama. A cooler from the aircraft became a lifeline.
I put my left arm around it and hung on for dear life. And I told Melissa, "Melissa, come by me." I hung onto this thing for, I guess it was 2 hours.
Velleman says 4 of the 5 people on board were Americans, and the U.S. government wouldn't send equipment or search teams to the area.
It's hard to accept that they wouldn't send anyone down.
Is the plane still in the water?
The plane's in 72 feet. It's not that deep, but the currents are horrible.
Bruce's Legacy, a nonprofit from Black River Falls, Wisconsin, went to Panama and used sonar to locate the plane and recover the bodies. A few weeks ago, Velleman returned to Panama for the first time since the crash. He spread some of Deb's ashes at the crash site and met up with the friends, strangers, and volunteers involved in the hours, days, and weeks following the crash. The ones who cared for the families and worked on the search and recovery effort.
I need to thank that fisherman.
He found that fisherman, the one who found them in the water. This trip, part of the healing process.
This is a gathering to thank everyone that helped, and there was a lot of people that helped.
Velleman talked with me from Hawaii, one of the other places where Deb's family spread her ashes. He is planning a celebration of her life next month in Waukesha. As for the government's response to the crash, we reached out to the U.S. Embassy in Panama with questions, but did not get answers.